Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Fossillfuel 2. Now, this game is essentially what it says on a tin. You are, well, fighting against dinosaurs, pretty much Jurassic Park stuff. Now, the game is technically out, but I'm playing the demo because, you know, as I always said, I do respect and I do like when devs are releasing the demos for the game. Gives you a chance to test your rig, see if the game speaks to you, and then you can actually buy it. So I would say that should be the natural progression of every game, but here we are. So when it comes to the game's requirements, Steam only lists the minimum ones, and the minimum ones is RTX 2070. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is. When it comes to the game itself, it's made in Unreal Engine 5, so obviously you might need a bit more horsepower to run this game, in all honesty. So let's have a look at the settings. First and foremost, we're going full screen, 4K native. 3D or render resolution is set to 4K native as well. Motion blur is on, and honestly, I'm still on the fence in regards do you need it or no, because in all honesty, probably that's not even the biggest issue. The biggest issue is one other setting. Vertical sync is going to be off, circle for crosshairs, cinematic screen overlay, field of view slightly cranked. And as you can see, you can simulate a body camera, which probably is more for the tactical players, but it's good to see there. And here's the thing, it's called head bobbing. So that means when you run or you move, your head kind of moves from side to side. And honestly, when you run, it kind of might give you a little bit of motion sickness. So keep that in mind. Outside of that, everything else is set up on Epic, and that's pretty much all there is. As you can see, there's no settings for DLSS or FSR, so you get what you get essentially. Anyhow, let's start a new game. MSI is running up in here, and we're gonna go with easy as usual. So let's see how this works out for us. Yeah, I know. No commentary for whole 15 seconds. So, as you might expect from Unreal Engine 5, it looks pretty damn well, even up close to objects. So, nothing to complain there. Now, when it comes to the frames you're seeing right now, honestly, this is just in this particular area. We're currently pulling 6.2 gigs of allocated video memory and 8.4 of RAM. But then again, this particular area is kind of weird when it comes to it, considering that you will have way better frames, and you just have to take my word for this. When I usually see Unreal Engine 5 games, I go like, oh, here we go again, but this is not one of them. This game actually runs pretty damn well, in all honesty. Also, you do get a chance to see scary dinosaurs straight from the bat, which essentially is the one that is sinking our current ship. So sit tight and enjoy, because this is made kinda nice, in all honesty. And here we finally are. So, as you can see, the scary numbers are gone, and this is actually the real playable world, which is go wherever you see. And considering this is Unreal Engine 5, we are way above 60 frames, which honestly is amazing. Considering the previous experiences with certain Unreal Engine 5 titles, this is a pretty welcomed addition. Now, obviously this is a demo version and this is a tutorial stage, but at the end of the day, you know, this is how you get your grip on the reality here. So we're gonna be taking stuff and acquiring stuff. I do believe I should have taken something prior to this. We're gonna collect the camera. And we're gonna read a document. And we're gonna go and get ourselves a weapon. Yes, I've played this before, and honestly, I must say this is shaping up to be pretty nice game so far. Not only because it looks and runs great, but because of the premise. We haven't had a decent dinosaur killing game, I would want to say, ever since the Extinction game came out, which is, I would want to say, PvP, PvE multiplayer, or good old Turok. So, honestly, I would want to say, hey, this is not bad at all. Now, in terms of the puzzles, there are some, and some of them are kind of self-explanatory and not really. It's more about trial and error. Now, you don't get too punished about having the game, or, you know, failing the puzzle, but I must say it's a little bit weird when it comes to it. So yeah, number one puzzle is this, and I still am quite unsure what it's supposed to achieve when it comes to it, so yeah. I see what it's trying to achieve here. Okay. Yeah, it took me about 5 minutes before to figure out that different colors can still route different content, but anyhow. Look at the frames. It's amazing. Now, the whole story is you are in a Sierra base, which is not to be confused with Black Mesa. And once you get down there, stuff gets real. A lot of dinosaurs, a lot of exploration, and you need to be very careful. Now, I'm here just to look at the numbers, and honestly, they're not bad at all. Everything else what comes in regards your ability to navigate and survive, it's gonna be towards yourself and your own abilities, but I would want to say this is actually not bad at all. So yeah, you have all this area to explore, and you kind of need to go and survive. And when it comes to surviving, you better be on your best behavior, because we need to get to the Steam, and to get to the Steam, we need to go to the Steam control room, which is hidden or ridden with dinosaurs. So yeah, I'm just gonna override this particular save. And yeah, here's the thing, you can also hide in the vents. So you might think this is not a big deal. Trust me, in about next 2 minutes you will understand why this is such a big deal. Also, you do get points for making photos of dinosaurs, and that's how you kind of progress your skill levels and whatnot. Obviously other ways as well. Now, when it comes to the dinosaurs and flashlights, I would want to say you're gonna learn the hard way that they do not like to be taken photos of, because then they start chasing you. And once they start chasing you, it is quite hard to survive them. Outside of that, I must say, this looks pretty well. This looks good. Like, for the game of this size, and this is an actual indie dev as well, I must say there's a lot of love put into this game, so definitely you kind of have to understand they're trying their best here. And here's the dino number 1. Also the one I died about 5 times to, because I tried to take a picture of it. And yeah, it's not good. But we kind of need to sneak past him. And there's more than one, surprisingly enough. So for I think there's at least 3 of them and 1 smaller one. And none of them are too happy that you are down here and they try to eat you. And actually the animation of them eating you is kinda nice. So yeah. As you can see, the performance is actually pretty well, and honestly, I would want to say, apart from the story itself and the way you will have access to weapons and you can actually deal with all these dinosaurs, having a good performance in a game, specifically running Unreal Engine, I would want to say is something worthy of a prize here. Also, we don't want to wake him, so I'm not gonna shine the flashlight on him. Last time I did that, that was over very quickly, so I'm kind of conscious about it really now. So yeah, we're just gonna... Gonna quickly hide here. Now granted, you've seen the performance, so technically I could die easily, but I think it's not exactly the way we want to play this game. And yeah, there's not too many places for us to pass this dude, so you kind of need to wait it out. Now, granted, there is a little bit of rough around the edges stuff. Like for instance, enemy encounters are a little bit janky. But yeah. We just have to survive. Because there is no other way. Apart from that, honestly, if you play this on headphones, you're gonna love it. It's... the sound design is on point. The game looks pretty well and it runs good, so yeah. I wouldn't want to say that this is a bad title. I think this is very, very welcomed addition to the gaming world nowadays. So yeah, Sierra Research. Obviously the good old Unreal Engine's GPU utilization is all over the place. But then again, for a demo, hey, this is absolutely fine. Also, running everything in 4K Ultra is not the smartest idea to begin with, so I can't really blame anyone trying to do that. I would want to say if I had to play this game, I would definitely not put it on Epic. Something about medium to high, probably. Because, again, sneaking around all these dinosaurs is kind of the point of the game. So we're off to find the code. Anyhow, since I don't know where the code is, and this is a dummy version, I don't know, it kind of feels like I might be cheating this game a little bit if I go and get the code right away. But yeah, I think this game is definitely gonna be nice, because once you get the guns and you have the dinos, I mean, hey, why not? Just go nuts, really. The way you can explore the map and how it works, definitely worth it. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. When it comes to this particular game, if you did not have it on your radar, maybe you really should. Then again, you know, advising for a friend, so to say. If it's not your jam, don't even look up at it. That's what I'm here to do. But yeah, outside of that, have a good one, and I'll see you all next time. Over and out.